What is going on, guys? It is your boy Grave, and today we will be talking about Kamen Rider Revice Episode 22. And as always, let's get right into it. So the episode starts off with Daiji in the bathroom, thinking about Hiromi and what happened to him last episode, with Kagero talking to him through the mirror. It kind of reminds me of how Daiji tried to talk to Kagero back in Episode 8. But anyway, Kagero asks Daiji if he wants to swap with him, and then reminds him that they're one being. Daiji, obviously annoyed by this, tells him to shut up and get lost and then walks away. In Olteka's hideout, however, the demon's driver asks Olteka if he's actually a demon and why he wants the driver, but Olteka answers that soon the world will be his. So I think the demon's driver has something to do with his big plan. Probably when the demon inside it gets released, maybe. But over with Aguilera, she's sitting alone, remembering her defeat from Sakura and what she said, as Tamaki appears with ice cream, and as he tries to give her some ice cream, she fires him for not being able to fight and protecting her, and then leaves him alone. So, Aguilera, did you just break up with Tamaki? Does that mean I have a chance? But anyway, that's a joke. Over on Iki's side, he's still sad and distraught about what happened to Hiromi. And as he's cleaning the bathhouse, he's visibly annoyed with George coming out of the bath in a suit. Iki accuses George of thinking that everything's a joke, especially with Hiromi, but he's told that today is actually the anniversary of George's dad's death. And before he leaves, George gives him the new stamp, which is from the movie that we haven't gotten to see yet because it's not subbed. So hopefully we'll see more of that when we actually do see the movie. But he leaves. Two more people come in asking for help, and with them talking to Genta and Iki about their two comedians, the Atmosphere Stairway, being threatened. And they're being targeted. Genta, being Genta, agrees with protecting the two, but really he's meaning Iki, and has him go undercover with Vice as a comedic duo. Like, why does they need to go undercover? They're pretty much already a comedic duo. But anyway, they do their little audition, and Iki and Vice are just acting like normal, but they somehow pass the audition. Everyone thinks they're funny as hell, but they're just being normal, being themselves. It really shows how much of comedic duo they are. But anyway, they got in and asks where the Atmosphere Stairway is, but Iki's told that they are actually absent. Iki goes to see one of the members and finds out that the other one is late, with the other guy saying that someone's trying to knock him down a peg or two. The late member shows up with honestly no pants. I don't know why the fuck you come with no fucking clothes on. What the fuck is wrong with you? Iki tells them that they're here to protect them. They infiltrated the comedy show, but they need to put on an act, and asks for advice. But the pantsless man fucking makes this dumbass face and says he has no idea how to help him. So great, that was all for nothing. Meanwhile, Sakura is having cake with her friends, remembering her encounter with the Weeknd about how they wanted her to join her. But then Tamaki shows up crying over Aguilera basically breaking up with him and leaving him. And he has these ice cream in his hand. He's fucking just wiping snot out of his nose with the fucking ice cream covered hands, dude. Dude, he's fucking down bad. Even more so than me, to be honest. Iki and Vice are investigating the two comedian groups that are suspects with the whole threats with Atmosphere Stairs. I'm just going to call them Atmosphere from now on. I can't keep saying the full name. One of the groups leaves with Iki and Vice following them, and as they go into a hallway, they disappear, with two dead men appearing. Iki and Vice lead them to the roof, and they transform and have this big fight. And midway through the fight, they use their new stamp, the Neobata form, which is actually a reference from Kamen Rider 01. Now, personally, I love 01. You know, My fucking model is based on a Humagear from Zero One, so I have big bias with this. But they use a finisher to finish them off, and the finisher they use is like straight out of Zero One, like a Revice mixed with Zero One finisher. I fucking loved that. Holy crap, that was a good ass callback. But after they beat the Dead Man's, Vice has another heavy headache. But both of them don't know where it's coming from, what's going on. The group comes up to the roof, but it appears that they aren't the ones with the Vice stamps. They didn't summon the Dead Man's, leaving the other group, the main suspect, but they already left. At the Phoenix base, Daiji asks how the search for Hiromi is going, so that just shows that he's missing. Not exactly dead, but missing. I think he's gone. That's because I would lose a bet if he's actually alive. But director Akaishi says there's no progress, but Hiromi's replaceable, and leaves with him saying that he expects great things from Daiji. This kind of pissed me off, because, dude, you don't fucking treat Hiromi like that, dude. He was already a punching bag ever since, like, episode 10, I believe. Yeah, they've been using him as a punching bag. Like, don't punch him down now that he's, like, missing, dead, missing, whatever. But anyway, Daiji sits in a lounge, and Hiromi's doctor, Akemi, hands him a cup of coffee, discussing Hiromi and telling him that things will work out. Now, I don't know why, but the way she looks and the way Daiji was drinking the coffee, I'm pretty sure there was something in there. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid now because I think everyone in Phoenix is a villain. But anyway, in Olteka's hideout, Aguilera visits him and asks him to team up, of all things, after he like, fucking tries to sacrifice you. But says that she just wants Gifu back and their interests align. Iki and Vice continue discussing the two suspects, saying that how they met all sorts of different people, and Vice comments that it has to become from getting popular, and then asks Iki what they have to look forward to, with Iki answering that their best times are still ahead of them. Now, a Phoenix employee comes in and hands Iki a new rolling Vice stamp, which is apparently made by George, and it was made to help Vice with his headaches, as Sakura comes out to talk to Iki about Tamaki. Now, it appears Tamaki moves in the bathhouse with his new haircut. I like how he doesn't have a bowl cut anymore. He looked like a fucking dork with that bowl cut. But they change his hair so the parents don't recognize him. But Genta, being Genta, asks if he's Sakura's boyfriend, making Sakura punch him. At the comedy show, Iki and Vice show up to see the main suspect group talking to the showrunners, taking Atmosphere's place, and then talking to the manager how she used to be their biggest fan. She's basically worried about them ever since they made it to the top. They're the best competition. And she gets a call and leaves. Now, the Dead Man's attacks, prompting Iki and Vice to transform and fight the Dead Man's, taken it outside. And as they are about to finish him off with a kick, Vice has another headache and practically begs Iki to use the new stamp. Now, reluctantly, Iki uses the stamp, but it causes Iki to be controlled by Vice. It kind of looks like fucking Venom. Like, you ever seen the movie Venom where the goo takes control, overwraps him? But anyway, Vice takes control of Iki and becomes Jack Revice. Now, I fucking love this suit, dude. This suit actually looks fucking cool. Like, it's a dark version of Revice in one half, but then it looks like actual Vice on the other with his spikes, like, pointing out. But George is asking where the new stamp came from. So it kind of revealed that George had nothing to do with it. So something's going on. Vice looks confused, like, where did Iki go? But then he decides to attack the Dead Man's alone, and dude, he fucking destroys them. Like, every punch, like, it was fucking powerful. Like, holy crap. And he uses the finisher, just destroying them. The finisher, okay, low-key reminds me of a dart flying out of a Nerf gun, dude, out of the fucking flywheels. But when he undoes his transformation, Iki doesn't come back, and Daiji's there like, Iki's gone. Where's Iki? Holy crap! And that's where the episode ends. Like, oh my god, dude, where's Iki? Is he now like the fucking ghost that follows him around? What about the whole Hiromi's replaceable? Like, there's a lot of things that are going on. Like, I need answers. Like, why is Aguilera teaming up with Oteka? Why is Tamaki living with Iki? Like, oh my god, I love this episode, dude. The fucking suits. Oh my god. Neobata, how it looked like 01, dude. That fucking looked clean. The fucking finisher they did with that suit. Oh my god. Jack Revice. Holy shit, dude. It actually looked fucking awesome. Oh, but anyway, guys, what do you think? What do you think about the Neobata suit? What do you think about the Jack Revice suit? Comment down below what your thoughts were on those two. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week when we talk about Kamen Rider Revice episode 23. Now, as always, take care.